Yo, what's good everybody? What's good YouTube? It's your boy Johnny Finesse. Welcome back to the channel, and we got another video by Degeneracy, my job experience. If you're new to the channel and haven't hit that sub button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We on the road to 1,300 subs, man. I really appreciate everybody that's hit the sub button. I appreciate everybody that's watching the video right now. It's all types of videos that y'all could have watched, millions, but y'all clicked on mine. I appreciate that. With that being said, let's get into it.
Today, I'll be talking about one of humanity's biggest fears. A job!
How many of y'all have a job? Hit the like button down below. If y'all have a job, hit that like button. Job experience, my job experience. But my job experience, though, is not as bad, but it's bad, bro. Like, when you apply for a job now, it takes so long. And then when you finally get another job now, everybody want to hire you. It's like, they know, bro. I don't know.
Everybody will have to eventually face in their life, whether we like it or not. And most of the time, we don't. But everyone has to get their bread somehow. So we just got to suck it up and pray that we win the lottery or our parlay hits one day. Because let's be for real, nobody want a job. Like, unless you got...
Deadass. Unless it's a job that you created, nobody wants a job. I don't want a job, bro.
Real aspirations for a certain type of work. I think most of us, if given a magical opportunity to get paid however much you get paid now and not work that job again, we would take it. Because most of us see jobs as a way to get by in life and try to make ends meet. There's no room for you to pursue passions in this economy. You better second guess that art degree and major in business so you can be an executive marketing promoter for $1 billion company. But I digress. I'm just saying, I doubt that is most people's passions to work at a 9 to 5 at a warehouse lifting boxes.
Deadass though. Right now, what I'm striving to do, bro. I'm trying to get into the tech, bro. I'm trying to get into tech.
I don't mean
I'm not gonna say we're in tech, but I'm trying to get into tech.
Plus, it's fun being unemployed. As long as you got a roof over your head and don't need to worry about bills, most likely because you still live with your parents, then why would you want a job? That sounds like it's taking away your time from being grandmaster on Rivals and watching reels. Nah, that's too much. But eventually, you want to get your own stuff. You know, young boy tickets ain't free. Or life really hits you in the face and now you actually have bills. So eventually, we all have to get a job. However, you know what's harder than actually deciding to get a job?
Looking for it.
One that hires you. I swear you could send 100 applications to 100 different places.
I know, bro.
Still ghost you.
I know.
Think with how many job openings you see, the businesses are desperate to find people. But nah. It feels like they're posting it as bait, just to mess with people or steal your info. Not only that, if this is your first job, you're gonna have a harder time because even the quote-unquote entry-level jobs are asking for a qualification of having prior experience. Like, isn't that what this job is for? How is
that's facts.
Supposed to get experience?
That's facts. It's a starter job, but you need 5 years of experience. They want you to do everything with the least amount of pay. That's basically what they're saying to you.
While almost every decent paying job requires that. And trying to apply for a job on
that's why a lot of people got
is like sending your application into a...
Yo, I applied to both of them apps, bro. Still have yet to, only got like one interview. And that was on Indeed. It was on Indeed. But that job was like, they take anybody because they don't pay you from hourly wage. They pay you by what you do. So they take anybody. So I don't count that. I don't count that.
I swear none of those people be reading them. You could have the most stacked profile on LinkedIn. You got a bachelor's, master's, discovered the cure for cancer. Then you send in an application for your dream job to your dream company. Then they write back to you saying, we've read your application.
We're not taking you.
The CEO's daughter has took your position that you applied for, so get the fuck on. Back when I was still applying for jobs, I literally gave up on sending applications on those sites because I'd never get a response back. Like, damn, was my application that bad? Even when
I be thinking about it like that sometimes too, but most of the time, bro. I don't know, bro.
When your application does get noticed and you get set up for an interview, you still gotta go through some more bullshit.
You gotta jump through mad hoops, multiple interviews for no reason. I choose our business, like, cause y'all
hiring. Like, what's up? What is your main motivation to get your...
It's like they be asking these questions, you want to answer it directly, but it's like, bro. But when it comes down to an interview, though, you gotta give them that energy that you're friendly, open and all that, bro. You gotta get that energy, bro.
Money. What else am I here for?
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Hopefully not here. That's just me being honest with my answers. What do you want me to do? Work here for the rest of my life? This is a Wendy's. So you gotta lie with any question they ask. You have to make yourself look as good as possible. So you gotta fake it till you make it. Even if they asked you a stupid question like,
Would you still work this job even if there was no pay?
you say absolutely. I always wanted to be a slave. Congratulations. You have successfully become employed. The end of your life starts Tuesday. After starting a job, I feel after the first week, you can find out whether you like it or quit it the next month. And it won't be the job itself to motivate this decision. It's your boss and coworkers.
That ass.
They can make or break this.
It's never like when it comes to a job. It's either job is low key simple to do. At least for me, like I got a simple ass job. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I got a simple job. It's really the coworkers that make the job annoying. My job is so straightforward, but it's the coworkers that make it annoying. Like I work 2 jobs, both of them are annoying because of the coworkers, not because of the job itself. Because of the coworkers, bro. That shit. Like people be just annoying, bro. They be bored too.
Whole thing. If
Doing
you
too
happen
much.
to get a chill boss and coworkers you can vibe with, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's how my last real job was. I used to be a waiter for weddings and other events. That job low-key had me stressing because I wasn't good at the start. I was awkward taking orders. I would mess up orders. And one time I even dropped a whole tray of food I was carrying at the wedding. Best believe I didn't get tips that day. And what would get me kind of jealous is that some of my coworkers would walk out and carry 2 trays full of food on one shoulder. Like, damn, bro, are you Samoan? Those trays
Niggas
are
experience,
mad
bro.
heavy and so out of balance. But you know what kept me going? It was the fun time I had with my coworkers and boss. They were cool as hell. We had a carpool to get to the events. It was always a vibe and a good time. They made my experience. Imagine working a 16-hour shift and walking out of it happy. One day I clocked in for a
Nah, that'll be a good feeling. I'll be feeling like shit when I leave. Just only because that at my job when I clock out it's midnight. So I'll be tired as hell, bro.
double shift for a wedding and a Sweet 16 at 9:30 a.m. and clocking out at 1:30 a.m. Granted, I was dead after that shift and had to take off my shoes more than once, but I got $60 worth of tips and went to Wawa after work, so I felt like
Oh, that, yeah. A good tip day is always a good day, bro. You could get it.
And I believe I only felt like this
It's always
because
a
the
good day.
environment I was around
I love
was
good tip
nice.
days because, like,
Some-
those tip money, that tip money, bro. That tip money, like, you don't feel bad spending it because it's basically free. That's how it feels.
I've had to serve some aggressive people at some point.
Yeah, it's my birthday today. What can I get out here for free? You a bitch.
If I had
You
trash coworkers or a trash boss, I would have not stayed at that job for long. I have zero patience for bullshit.
Facts.
Like example, the first job I've ever had in my senior year of high school, I was a janitor at a warehouse. I had no coworkers, so I
Yo, my first job was at McDonald's. And I hated that shit, not because of the job itself, it was because of the options that I had, and I felt like I chose the wrong one. Like, it was in my junior year of high school going into my senior year. I had 2 options, do the summer youth program or work at McDonald's. In my head, I picked McDonald's because even after the summer, I would have the job. But as soon as the summer was over, we went back to school. Like, after, like, the second week of being in school, they said they wanted to transfer me to JFK. I said no, and that was it, bro.
had nobody to
I
talk
could have got way more money just doing the summer youth. Could have got way more money, but
to. And
nah.
my boss was not a bad person, but a bad boss. I'd be working.
But I learned.
shifts
But I
that were
learned something. I
2
learned something from that joint. It don't matter how good you are at that job, bro. People can still you can still get packed up easily if people don't like you. Like, I was in the frying section where the chicken's at. I do mad good. Just leave me in that spot right there, and it's perfect, bro. I don't want to go nowhere else. Making the burgers was annoying. Thank God I didn't have to make the burgers. Like, all I had to do was to be on the grill. I didn't mind being the
3
cook.
hours every few days, cleaning the break rooms, hallways, and bathrooms. So my pay wasn't even that good, but since I was still in school, I was just thinking, I'm making money and I got more time to study and goon. That sounds like a win-win. But when payday arrived, I would only be paid for half the hours I worked. sometimes less. I
F?
was already barely working as is, combined with a salary of $13 an hour, cleaning up pee-pee and poo-poo. Man, I'm not taking it. Plus, he only paid me through Cash App. You've ever had a job that only paid you through Cash App? Man, I
don't know.
only
That's not no
worked
real
there for
job.
a few weeks. He did pay me the rest of the money after, so he cool, but man, warehouse jobs are not. My patience grew faster when I
hate
got
warehouse
accepted at
jobs.
BJ's, and I worked there for 1 day. I asked to go to the bathroom and left during orientation. I discovered they weren't what they advertised. How you gonna call yourselves BJ's without expecting people to have certain expectations? That's false advertising. So I left.
See, he's lying, bro. He lying, bro. Ain't no way.
That wasn't really the reason. I just
Yeah,
didn't
like-
want to work in the freezer. That's when I started my waiting job, then YouTube, and now here I am. Unemployed since. I'm just saying I can understand the struggles of looking for and having a job. Especially the ones you only take to make ends meet. And the unemployed life can be really fun when you have stuff to fall back on. If not, it will only be short-term satisfaction. Eventually, you have to get a career, deal with any of the shortcomings of it, and do that for the rest of your life. The American dream.
The American
Someone looking
dream.
for a job. Make sure to get one that you like if you have the privilege to do so. That's all I really wanted to say. And in conclusion, enjoy unemployment while you still can. Different strokes.
Yeah, that joint is crazy. Like, jobs, bro, I hate. But you gotta do it to live. But at least in the year 2025, it's way easier to get money without being a boss or applying to anywhere else, like getting an actual job. Like, you could make your own money by starting up your own business. And starting up businesses is easier than ever before, bro. Ever before. But if you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. I'm gonna see y'all next video. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.